Hello everyone, this is a vlog about boxing. The subject in question is the Floyd Money Mayweather Manny Pacquiao fight. And this is a video I'm making for boxing fans who don't know about boxing. Boxing is the art of hitting without getting hit. Many fans are looking for fighting, a war. But boxing, for boxers, and anyone who has got knowledge about boxing, is to hit and not get hit. Boxing is like a chess match. But I can understand why many people were disappointed with the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight the weekend, because they don't understand the chess match which Floyd Mayweather plays. Floyd Mayweather is a tactician, and he's so quick that he makes fighters look pretty ordinary. He made Manny Pacquiao look ordinary, and I think actually shocked Manny Pacquiao by his quick movements. Pac-Man couldn't let off the punches he normally lets off with ordinary people because of his hand speed, his movements. If you take that fight and watch it again, and watch Pac-Man, which I thought boxed very cleverly, but fought the wrong fight, because in order to beat Mayweather, you have to completely pressure him out with absolute pressure. You've got to be very fast and have the boxing speed and ability to beat Mayweather. And if you watch that fight, the key to the fight, Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather, the key to his victory was Mayweather's quick left jab. The quick counter left jab and counter right. Those are real problems for Manny Pacquiao. And those who have not been in the ring and think Mayweather can't punch, you have to get in the ring and feel those punches. You have to get in the ring with Mayweather to experience his movement and his evasive actions and his hooks and his movements. Like I said, if you can land a punch on a fighter, you gain confidence. Once you miss punches on a fighter, you lose confidence. Boxing is the art of punching and hitting your opponent without getting hit. Now this is a vlog about the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight this weekend. Many people say it was a boring fight, and I can quite agree with them from their point of view and from their lack of knowledge of boxing. A boxer, a person who has knowledge of fighting, will find this fight very entertaining, but can understand why fans would find it boring. Mayweather's a highly skillful, highly precision boxer with precise punching ability, very fast, and he can take any fighter and pick them apart. I'll give you an example. Manny Pacquiao will look good against Miguel Cotto. Because Miguel Cotto is not a Floyd Money Mayweather. Miguel Cotto is a totally different fighter than Mayweather. He can box, Miguel Cotto, but Miguel Cotto will go to war with you. Though he's got a good boxing brain, Mayweather is a totally different fighter. Fast on his feet, Mayweather. Slippery. He knows the game. He plays chess, Mayweather. The only way to get to Mayweather is to do what Ricky Hatton done, to rough him out of things. But he's still coming with the same result, KO. I do think that in the Mayweather-Hatton fight, the referee, Cortez, changed the outcome of that fight because he kept stopping the action as Hatton came in very close. He should have let that fight go on. And I wanted to see Floyd Mayweather roughed up a bit. I want to see him roughed up with Hatton and see how he fought against someone like that. I know he would have still beaten Hatton, but the Cortez, he ruined that fight for me. So let's talk about Muhammad Ali now. Boxers of the old era. Muhammad Ali was the fastest heavyweight of all time, and I think the fastest boxer of all time. Because if you look at his weight category, which is heavyweight, and consider the speed at which he threw punches, you understand, for a man of that size to be able to dance for 15 rounds in the ring, throwing punches at that speed, uppercuts, is tremendous. So Floyd Money Mayweather is not the best ever, but he's the best boxer of the modern era, and he does rank in an all-time greats as best boxer, as all-time greats, but not the best overall fighter boxer. Maybe technical boxer, technical and precision, but it's hard to say he's the best ever because the opposition he has and the rules of boxing today is not like it was years ago. Years ago you fought more rounds, you had different rules, the fighters and the oppositions were tougher, and you had fighters that trained so hard. There wasn't all these computer games around, people were dedicated to their craft. So you have Ali, the greatest fighter, slick, move around the ring, and Ali was an entertainer also. Entertainer, you can't beat Ali. He trained us all. And you fans who think Mayweather is a boring fighter, you simply don't know about boxing. But I'll take my hat off to you that you do deserve a fight, a war like Hagler and Hearns, that sort of war, a Gatti and Ward, a Marco Antonio Barrera versus Morales. That's the kind of fight you're after. This is what people like paying for, the war. They love the war, the fight. We human beings are violent people. No matter how humble we are on our inside, we're all violent. Women, men, the human race. We like seeing action and fighting. This is why we are always at war with each other. We had First World War. We had Second World War. We have rugby. We have football. We have competition. Human beings are a violent a nation of people. We're a violent species. Animals are in fact more safer than what we are. We destroy the earth, we make atom bombs, we fight, we like violence. So human beings pay big money to watch boxing because we are violent people. Okay, what anyone says, how humble you are, human beings like to see people get hit and smashed and beaten up. There are a few human beings who don't like boxing, who don't understand it, and they don't like watching boxing, some women, some men, and some people in church and holy people. But boxing, human beings like to watch boxing fight. And now when they see action, people get hit, going down, getting up, coming back from adversity and being champion. And this is what Mayweather hasn't got in his later career, so people are upset. Boxing fighters who know the game of boxing and know how fighters fight and watch it who will know Mayweather is a great, great fighter. Now, boxing, like I said, in that match, I expected Manny Pacquiao to come out. The reason why this fight was so overhyped, because we thought Pacquiao was going to come out and throw barrages of punches. We thought Pacquiao would come out and take the shots from Mayweather and throw the shots on and give Mayweather a war with his left hook, his straight left hand to the middle, etc. But what Pacquiao didn't understand and what shocked about is the speed at which Mayweather moved. You watch Mayweather. In boxing, you go and spar in the boxing ring. Go to a boxer, put their boxing gloves on, and box like this. And then concentrate, and I mean really concentrate, and box like this. Watch your opponent's feet, distance, lock. Watch his left hand, his right hand. his counter punches. When you throw your punch, the counter right over the chin. When you throw your right uppercut, watch his left hook to your jaw. When you throw your right hand, watch his left hook over the top. This is concentration boxing. Mayweather is concentrating. Whether his hands are down here, whether his hands are down here, up there, moving around, jabbing, he's concentrating. He's concentrating. Manny Pacquiao's concentrating. Mayweather's so clever. He drew Manny Pacquiao into a chess match. And the fight was all over. I watched the first round, and I knew from there the fight was all over. And Mayweather done an alley rope-a-dope. He called Pacquiao on. He knew Pacquiao could do nothing to him. Only chance Pacquiao had is when Mayweather made a few mistakes, came in, and he was in Pacquiao's range, and Pacquiao could explode on him with his left counter. But Pacquiao never had nothing. I don't think Pacquiao had the confidence after he saw what Mayweather did. Look at Cleveland Williams. Over 70 knockouts in his fights, and he fought Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali moved so well in that Cleveland Williams fight that Cleveland Williams couldn't even throw a punch. There's nothing to hit. There's nothing to hit. You try catching a hornet. Try catching a hornet, and you have no chance. If you have a man who's fit, if you have a man who can take a punch, and if you have a man who can box and make you miss and punch the hell out of your face, whether it's one shot, or two punches, or bombardment of punches, you have had it. It is checkmate. No matter what you do, he's got your number. And Mayweather, and listen to this one again, Mayweather had the Manny Pacquiao man that turned up. Mayweather had that Pac Man's number. A different Pac Man, I don't know, but that Pac Man that came up on the night, Mayweather had his number. So those of you who keep hating on Mayweather, saying, oh, he's quick and all shit, just try and be fair, because if Pac Man had won that fight, the same level that fight was, the boring, how you say it was boring, but the decision went to Pac Man, you'd all be cheering Pac Man, going, oh, best fighter ever, best fighter ever. Because it's Mayweather, and I think because he's black, there's a lot of racism in his fight, they're criticising Mayweather, saying he's not the best ever and all that. And then, yep, I say not the best ever, but they're criticising his boxing and saying he should give up, he's a horse and all that, calling him gay, whatever. Nasty people, flipping nasty people. Come fight me, I'll fight you. Angry, make me angry, because I don't like unfairness. And I don't like people picking on people, bullying people, and being a bully. I like fairness. Fairness is what you want. So, like I said to you, boxing is the art of hitting without getting hit. Hitting without getting hit. And I think this fight, a big mistake was made because this fight was overhyped. People like me know boxing. I was looking forward to the fight, but I know how Mayweather fights. I know how this man fights. I knew what to expect. But I was expecting Pacquiao to come out and war in him. But as I studied the fight, as the fight went on, I saw why the fight was the way it was. Because there was nothing for Pac Man to hit. Pac Man was fighting very well. I thought Pac Man fought very well in this fight. He's covered up. And when Floyd Mayweather made Pac Man aware of what's going to come. Mayweather is no Morales. He's no Cotto. But he throws precision punches. And mess your face up, cut your face to pieces, Mayweather, in the end. So Pacquiao got beat fair and square. Fair and square. Forget the arm, shoulder. If you got injuries and that, we shouldn't fight the fight. Don't look for any excuse about your shoulders are hurting. So Pac Man, a beaten fighter. So I say Mayweather, congratulations to your boxing. But remember that boxing is the art of punching without getting hit. So anyone wants to take a boxing, make sure you punch and hit your opponent without getting hit. And be quick, be fast, and don't fight for people, fight for yourself. But if you're in a boxing game, you want to entertain and you want fans, and you've got to expect to war it a little. And that's the gamble you take, and that's a decision as a fighter you take to make. But don't be pushed into fighting and for people, because in the end, when you get your brain damage, it's you the one to be in the hospital. No one cares about you, like Mayweather says. No one gives a shit about you when you get your brain damage. You fight for yourself and fight for your self-preservation. And be good and be sharp. But remember that Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. Ali, Ali. Thanks for watching.